It's going to be Carrigan to smoke towards main entrance as well. Simple with the first shot. He's got that unsilenced USP once more.
This is the Simple swagger, intimidation, whatever it may be. Nice work from Zeus on ramp just to kind of draw their attention as Flamey just lines him up and knocks him down. Triple. Frozen's not going to go down without a fight, though. That's a big connection. It's another, good connection onto Simple with 40 seconds left. Frozen's got a real game out of this now. Boomich and Simple low. And instead tries to draw fire. Pulls another one closer. It'll be Electronic to close things out. And Navi take the first.
Difficult to make it a really powerful approach, but he's going to be Simple now, hearing lots of footsteps towards outside. He's got the MP9. Looking for that first kill. Does not connect.
Yeah, and that's going to reveal his location. He can be pushed, and ChrisJ does exactly that. A second. That's Flamey too. That's the rifle. Electronic. He's going to duel with ChrisJ's M4. That's back on the ground, courtesy of Electronic, but price paid. Zeus swinging into Warehouse with the MP9. That's not necessarily the dream weapon for the job. Certainly not when you present yourself to Woxic. Just like this, the second round, we've talked about it time after time. It's far from a guarantee.
There it is. It keeps happening at this event. Electronic down to 2 points of health. Boomich will have to try and save the day, but this looks way too good for Mousesports right now. Electronic will wait towards the CT spawn boxes as Rops hunts for the penultimate player. No kits or utility on the CT side, but no plant yet, so there is a small chance that they can bring this one back. But now with the bomb towards lower, probably not, Alex.
Certainly unlikely. Electronic still standing vigilant where that dropped rifle was, and the bomb will just go down. Courtesy of Carrigan. ChrisJ he's been a kind of beacon for Mousesports in the face of these close games, and Boomich looking to make his way into the site with the first.
Backstab.
Yeah, no smoke, no kit. Bomb ticking. Rops is on that backstab. Boomich, however, could find an opportunity on Frozen, tagged and fragged. Now Electronic just going to be waiting for this one to conclude and accepting that this will be 1-1 ChrisJ to start things off.
Well, he finds the M4 at least. He's got the defuse kit, a couple of flashbangs. They'll be forced buying back themselves, so that's very good for Mousesports there. ChrisJ continues to be a nuisance for his opposition there. It's just buying some space. As they head towards ramp, will be Zeus to defend. Tricky shots this one, and they're going to beat the smoke, so that's not going to help him out too much. He probably goes down here, going to try and retreat. Doesn't take any damage, so he's in a decent position now. Got a CT with him, but it's a wallbang from Woxic. What the?
What was that?
Need to see that from his POV. I assume you can see a sliver of him.
It must have been just the tip of his Desert Eagle, but the rest of the round does just seem like a formality. Already into the site. Simple, however, when he's alive, nothing is safe. With 5 members of Mouse still standing and Simple falling, this one, though, is left to just...
The Fleeker coming up next. Not really much they can justify into the investment, like P250 at the top end.
Ramp room. It's such an interesting part of Nuke just because sometimes, I mean, it's similar to Sport, and I'm loving it.
Oh yes, that's on Simple, there it is.
I mean, on Nuke, more one of the harder maps, especially when you're getting Molotovs and flashes thrown your way. Great work. Just completely nullifying any threat from the outside and from the start of Navi. Flamey, however, he did have the best equipment, and he's paid dividends. Managed to catch the head of Rops. How much more they can build on that remains to be seen. Flamey at the moment in main falls back. Closing on that site with Electronic, now picking up an AK. This could get a little awkward if he was to hit that shot cleanly. He doesn't, and ChrisJ just walks into the site with a FAMAS. 2 from Decon.
Yeah, he is in some exceptional form right now, I have to say. Every shot seems to connect. He's so confident in his own ability. Yeah. And Flamey, Deagle armor, might want to consider saving that, considering there's not actually anything really to gain at this stage. Scout might be his, but having the armor not to buy that next round would be helpful. Regardless, he will go down. It's going to be 3-1.
That's not the dream smoke from Zeus.
It really doesn't. Oh, to be fair, like, there's a slight gap. That's by design. That's not bad, but we'll see.
Now he gets pushed immediately. Falling back to a safer angle. There's only a tag him up at 4. He wasn't ready for Carrigan. Bouncing around like a springbok. Gets himself Zeus. He's still on the side. That Aug's only going to get 1, though. Somewhat of a one and done, certainly when you're playing against aimers like ChrisJ.
Not worth going for it now, to be honest. You haven't got kits. You've got to retake the lower bomb site. It's up there with B on Dust 2, outside bomb site and Train. The retakes are just so difficult here. If you had all the utility, sure, we'll give it a go. But when it's a 4-on-3 with no kits, you might as well let it slip by.
So Navi has not been the most idyllic start. Certainly on the CT side, though, there is so much more cushion to stabilize. But every round that Mouse accrue here is worth its weight in gold coming into the second half.
So you can see how that knock-on effect from not having any incendiaries really came back to haunt Navi there. Ideally, if you have the incendiary, you're dropping that at the very start to deny the rush, and you're dropping the smoke on top of that as it's starting to go down.
Right.
That means you can actually buy time. They can't rush through that incendiary at the start, and then you can drop a really nice smoke. That means they can't actually push through unless they get grey screen. Allows you to set up and get comfortable. Do commit on that side of the map, that is. So Flamey looking to get multiple kills with the Molotovs touching him, have to jump down. Did well to get one. Boomich might be on for the third kill of the round. Not going to happen, but Simple, there it is, towards the ramper and pushing in towards lobby. 1 versus 1. Zeus, Desert Eagle in the correct position as well.
He only needs the 1 bullet.
Yeah, anything. Towards the legs of the Desert Eagle, that will do it.
Rops with 30 seconds. He's playing the waiting game, anticipating aggression from Zeus. He connects. Navi, given their second...
This map, you can see these technical flashbangs and pushes coming through. Frozen to lead the charge here.
Whoa. Well, it gets them in, but I don't think they're ready for that. They found a gap immediately. Electronic will only get the first before the punish comes in from Rops. Chris J's there as well as they walk through Hut. Flamey, he has to come up big here. He does manage to get the dink onto Rops before falling, but that's a triple. One of the stars.
That was crazy from Mousesports. What a brilliant execution that was. Really nice stuff. You can see good communication as well, making sure they jump onto the remaining CTs on towards the upper bomb side there. No chance of Flamey getting multiple frags. And Zeus stuck in a very awkward position now. Throws a nade towards main entrance, but I think Chris J's got his number. And indeed he does. It's going to be a bounce back from Mousesports, especially with the streak of Astralis no longer a talking point. It seems like they're willing to really
That is an interesting kind of concoction you created there. A combination of Vertigo's presence and oh no, Zeus! 7 bullets leave his Deagle. A fresh clip not an option because Carrigan's caught him. Eventually manages to understand what's going on. Electronic, his whereabouts have been rumbled, and now the rest falls to just 2, Flamey and Simple.
Yeah, there's a slight chance of them here. But it is a 4-on-2, but not for long. That's a nice spray from Flamey towards the main entrance. Catches the low HP Chris J. He was taking on 7 from that garage position. Flamey continues his assault here. He's still in towards the hut. 3 kills to his name so far. Bomb planted, but he is on for the ace, you're right. Molotov available for Voxic. Simple making his way towards heaven. He's got the Desert Eagle. He has to do something quite magnificent now.
So concerned about Flamey's position. I see 2 backs turned for now. Voxic responsible for heaven, and he does have the perfect weapon for the job. Now Simple makes his whereabouts known. Flamey has to be so good, and another one from Flamey. He's only got a scrap of health. Voxic for the 1v2. No, and Navi have done it. 2 members Flamey cut down to size before they even have a chance to play into the round. Jay crossed down to secret the round prior. This time against the buy, he does the same. Zeus aggressively holding towards the ramp room. They're not going to be ready for this one. Voxic certainly wasn't bombing his grasp. Just for a moment, Carrigan for the trade. Now Zeus in response, Simple on that AWP. He's got another opportunity as well. Nose Frozen's there, locked him in. Will force the smoke out of him, but Electronic arrives at the scene of the crime as well. Chris J with the flank. He has to make noise though. Breaks the window. Simple is ready. And so are Navi to start building up the CT bank.
Yeah, they're really getting into it now. 3-on-1 for Rops. 27 HP. Has not got the bomb. Drops the smoke towards lower. Hoping he can do something with this. He's got just 1 flashbang remaining. Bombs in towards ramp. Simple, I think, is pushing lobby as well. So Rops would have hoped for any sort of CT mistake here. There's no reason to jump in the vents. They've got the bomb under their remits. Should be the end of the round. It's going to be Boomich to close things out there. 5-4. Money still available for Mousesports. Back into another full buy here. Mousesports opting against the AWP. Certainly had the cash for it, but it's difficult to operate with on the T side of Nuke. The AK is not, however. Zeus may be aggressive once again. Rops has just helped himself to it. He's actually the back of the ramp from there. So Rops has stood a straight up challenge towards the back of the room and blew his head off. Yeah,
I think that's the Counter-Strike thing you were talking about. Doesn't matter how good the game plan is, sometimes someone's just going to click your head and do it damn well. Simple's flash, but this is a very aggressive position on top of this container. Somewhat unorthodox, but does manage to connect already once. Boomich's flash did hit the faces of Mousesports. Carrigan's spray finally connects into Simple. He solved that mystery. The mystery of the round still unfolding. They're going to leave Rops top site. This could be the perfect weapon for the job. He can just tap at their heads. It's all about reaction times and just so simple. Voxic's head's gone, Flamey on the flank, and they are starting to look rather scary.
Yeah, they're looking very dangerous indeed, especially Flamey and Electronic. Their rifles are coming to their own, and we'll see Rops once again, 3 versus 1. This time, the money starting to take a battering here. It's going to be tied up at 5-5 unless he can do something unspeakable with this situation. Not going to happen, and we go into round number 11. Navi tying things up for the upper bomb side, it looks like, and the Molotov towards Hub, but it's Boomich. They'll be mowing them down. He gets the first 2. One frag in return, but it doesn't look like he'll get them much access. Carrigan stuck towards Squeaky Door with the Tech-9, and Robs, he'll be isolated towards the hub position with the pistol as well. Tech-9 not known for its range, but Carrigan makes the most of it. And Robs with 4 HP, stuck in towards that lobby. Not really much he can do now. It's going to be another successful round for Navi, and they'll take the lead for the first time since the pistol.
Yeah, 4 in a row. They finally break it.
Mousesports in that area. Might want to start pushing towards the lobby position. Simple might be in trouble here. He's been spotted, but finds the first.
With the Krieg, no less than a second. Wow. No right to find that. They were so quick to swing into the window position, but so much quicker with that adjustment. Zeus is trying to double up and can't quite tap the head of Woxic. Electronic will make for his shortcomings.
Now, Plant comes through, and luckily for Carrigan, he plants on the right side. Flamey can't deny.
Robs could check decon for this one. Sees his legs first, doesn't stop him. Oh my god, that's ambitious. Boomich. He's chipping away. Needs to connect on the heads, though. Body shot just not going to cut it, and Carrigan jiggling around, playing the time, and playing
incendiary towards the hub position. Oh, my goodness, Electronic with a great shot towards outside. The aggression paying off here.
This is so smooth from Electronic. He's actually escaped as well. Frags alongside it. Leave Carrigan and Rops in a bit of a spot of bother. Rops will find a little bit of an alleviation of pressure, but that's the end of that. Talking of the auto shotgun, not normally.
Yeah, it was getting very troublesome at the start, but they're right back into it now, especially with that.
Oh, and even tighter by Electronic. From Secret, he catches Silo. Wild. That's a beautiful start to the round, and now the rest likely realizing that their days are numbered. Wow, he hits that. Rosen just presenting the shoulder, but wow, Woxic reminds us that his scout shouldn't be forgotten about. Unfortunately for him, he's the last man standing. It just will not be enough. Navi really picking up. Oh, Electronic goes wide on the box. Don't normally see players succeed from here, but Electronic he has in a big way. 2 cut down to size, just Frozen and Chris J. We've seen a 2v5 from the Navi side, while Frozen and Chris J are going to have their fair share unfair shot.
Yeah, he just melts through those players towards the ramp of the Krieg. No problem at all. Electronic does it again. Frozen another 4 points of health. He is towards the heaven position, though, just underneath it. See if he can work a Chris J here and pins it towards upper, but the low HP on Frozen suggests it might not be possible. Boomage, that shotgun does find the all-important headshot there. It's the final round of the half as Frozen limps in towards the upper bomb site. You would have to... Oh, the shotgun. Not really ideal, that range, but 4 HP, it's absolutely fine. And down towards ramp they go. Carrigan trying to at least steal a couple of kills away before they make their full commitment and drop down.
Rops hasn't showed just yet. Carrigan's going to make the call. They're all going to be looking at him, but look at the patience from Rops.
This is sick.
Hey, Electronic's going to check it. Can you believe it? His 18th frag, and it's glorious. Here in the pistol, looking to stabilize his Carrigan. The bullets don't quite connect in the way he wished. Instead, just a couple into the shoulder blades of Electronic. Still breathing, still kicking, and still with a real viable shot at this pistol. Now they descend. No one to welcome them just yet. Simple's going to be left to his own devices, though.
This is looking very good for Navi, but that's better. Mousesports pounds towards that ramp from. He spotted 3 there, but they've already planted towards lower, so couldn't make their way back towards upper here. Electronic knows he needs to find frags. They can't get too close towards the bomb site. Flamey is isolated with the Glock, but still finding headshots here. Can he take Carrigan down? You better believe he can. Chris J left in the 2 versus 1. No kid available, but he knows Flamey is low on the site. It's a matter of time before he takes him down. And here we go. Is that a full defuse attempt?
Yeah. Chris J has got balls of steel, fallen off. Boomich going to try and drag him in, does escape into the vents. He can just play this game. He can play that time, play this clock like a fiddle. The same again. Rinse, repeat, messing with the doors and messing with Chris J's mind.
Heard that?
Why not? Thought he would have. MP7 now on the ground. Rop's not interested. Who's still towards Squeaky? They're going to make their presence known. Nades flying in. Carrigan close on the box, and actually they're all there. Rop's going to be late to this party. Carrigan does get the first, and there's no initial pressure. They have to swing for the trade, and they do so. 2 versus 2, but it's not ideal. Just Deagles and Scouts for Mousesports. They've done a lot of the hard work already as Chris eats the flash.
That's pretty selfless from Zeus, I have to say. The fact he's the one jumping around the corner, knowing he's probably going to die at that point. Just jumping so his teammates can guarantee a trade. Not going to work out for Chris J. This is a big round for them. You can see frustration starting to set in now on the Mousesports side. They had such a massive lead on this map. They were 6-2 up on their T side, or 5-2 up, I should say. And now, Robs does have a slight chance of winning this, but it will take something ridiculous. 2-1 digs in the next couple of seconds. There's the first. Oh, there was a chance there, Alex.
Yeah, I saw Esperanto did on train. Trying to get himself just that one. A very satisfying squeal from a Navi player and perhaps a weapon in his hands, but doesn't look like they're going to give him that opportunity. Just drop down. And he's
Hello.
done it. Electronic squeals, and it will just be the one. The crowd can appreciate a good Zeus kill.
Yeah, it's always a lot of fun. Carrigan will do a little bit of damage towards Flamey, but that's all. 12-6 on the Navi. Really show up here. It's not too late.
They've got no nades. It has to be bullets. Chris Jays have done some of the work, and that's perfect from Frozen. He manages to catch Flamey off guard with a nade in his hand, going hunting his Electronic.
Going to slow them down. That's the smoke we're talking about, though. That's going to enable them to get towards a bomb site. Zeus holding towards the lobby. Low HP, doesn't take Chris J down. Looking for the plant here. Boomich has to go for it. 15 seconds on the clock, and the bomb will be planted there. Electronic fends them off.
Navi have won a couple of these already, but this one perhaps is a little too difficult. Woxic confirms it. Patience.
Go, but Frozen will remain on the hut for now.
It could cause issues if there isn't the communication. It didn't quite connect. Woxic does, though. Shuts down Flaming with the door blown off. That does completely limit Navi, even more so now the smoke arrives. Frozen, ambitious, heads straight towards the low site. Electronic's going to be caught by Carrigan's flash. Chris J's the one to profit from it. Navi getting picked apart by some CT spots here. Losing that door, no smoke. It's an AWP's paradise for Woxic.
Well, smoking towards heaven. Simple will try and set them up towards upper. Boomers lead the charge here. Just need to hit some headshots now. Boomers will at least take one down. There's a trade, 3 versus 2. If they can pounce on the AWP towards upper, they might have a real chance if a Frozen perfect positioning, waiting towards those vents. They try to dive and he's punished for it.
Wow.
Still have Voxic on the site, I believe. He's stuck towards lobby. That's a great play if he has.
Yeah, they don't have the info on Simple necessarily. Robs, you could see him concerned about the ladder from Hell. I mean, Simple has some room to maneuver, but that bomb was down there. Frozen was down there. And there, Simple with just 10 seconds, he's realizing that this round is going to be unobtainable. The time's just not on his side. Does find the head of Rops, somewhat of a consolation prize, and he was just going to desperately try and flick. He realizes time is of the essence, got to move, and Electronic! We talked about the power of the Krieg and the power of him.
They lined up for him.
And they combine for a quick double into the site. Carrigan's going to get caught out as well. Eyes on the ground. This round has gone tumbling out of control.
Outside, Chris J sat in the smoke. He does this a lot, and it actually works out quite. So the time, to be honest, is going to be Zeus who gets the trade, but still a decent attempt there from Chris. And at least they do not recover a rifle. That's good news for Navi.
Chops the head off the snake, though. That's 23 frags from Electronic, and no longer
that's a good point.
Have a chance to get the 24th this round.
If you take anyone down, that's the player to get, considering his form right now. Good timing from Frozen, but doesn't yield a frag. Carrigan has a chance with the CZ here, but it's against Simple. Still manages to get it. Takes a lot of damage. And here we go. Rops trying to keep them alive. Remember, we said if they don't win this round, it might actually be a GG moment. Carrigan low.
Is not a guarantee for Mousesports, though, despite the numbers advantage. Flamey did take a bit of a peppering. Carrigan will get the information there's still one top side. Rops likely to trade and does so. So down to one man. Your favorite. Completely taken away from Mousesports. He can't do it. Rops to keep things consistent.
He's saying go get the orb. So Rops, that's not really going to work out for Navi at all, because you can tell there's no one on boards outside. The auto shotgun, regardless. What we find in the first, this is starting to fall apart. They know it's going to be an upper approach now.
And that shotgun just dancing with Simple. Carrigan, he's trying to do 2 jobs at once. And now, though, Electronics' battles outside have been rewarded. He's got another one to fight versus Rop. Simple in the meantime elsewhere, catching Frozen. Puts Navi in good stead, but Carrigan continuing to hunt, and Rops. Little bit back and forth.
Well then, 1 minute on the clock, and just as I mentioned, the fact that, ooh, okay, Carrigan, they've offered them in terms of loss bonus now. They have nothing. They get $1,400 per player. Into the next round, Rops will go down. That's a big kill for Zeus to pick up.
The place, muffins.
Well then, the scouts and the auto shotgun to save the day. They lose the first pick, but Voxic still alive and kicking. Towards secret steps they go. Teammates to start shooting bullets elsewhere. It's still a difficult situation. Frozen finds some wiggle room here. Doesn't recover the rifle, but does do damage towards Simple. Is that going to be enough? They're going to try and take him down. He needs that rifle from Flamey's corpse, or Boomrich's, I should say, as he picks up the Krieg now. Flashbang to the face, and Voxic gets another. They might be able to stay in this one.
It's going to be hard fought. All the same, Frozen can get another here, and that's huge. Flamey in the Molotov, rather appropriately, does go down. Simple can't connect just yet either. Mousesports, they really did have to pull every stop out of the book. Woxic, he was tagged. He hits the wallbang scout outside. Frozen So ready for
Oh,
this. He
that's
gets
more like
another
it.
one. Finding his form just when it mattered. We talked about him. He is an integral component in the Mousesports machine.
Yeah, absolutely true.
Oh,
He'll be
ooh.
taken down from a brilliant shot from Simple, but he's done the hard work. 14 seconds here. They can sacrifice one player at least. And there it is. They stay in the game. Everyone else full eco here.
Often the namesake attached to a buy like this is hero. Let's see the stairs if he needs a way out. Or in towards Hella as well. Simple's rifle, it's already gone. Great work from Woxic, supported by Rops now, and it is easy peasy for
He's 10
Mousesports.
HP, but he makes it.
That was quite the mix.
But
Nades,
he's the only player
mollies.
with armor and the smoke, and that's essentially gone now.
Rops will be grateful for a smoke delivery, perhaps keeping hold of that one for the next round. That's assuming no more craziness from Navi. Frozen's ensuring Flamey's Deagle's not going to connect. Catches him on the advance towards ramp room. Karrigan doing the same, and so was Desert Eagle. That's always a powerful weapon in his hands, and pulls the trigger on just the first. Now Frozen's going to be Molotov'd off. Can't hold it, just having a little bit of an oopsie in the smoke. Boomich is held back. Now finally he drops, but his teammates, they met Rops. Simple still on top site. Woxic has been given the responsibility of trying to catch lower. Already the bomb will go down, I think. Zeus was the one to do it.
Good Molotov, but the follow-up will be the AWP shots from the other side of the ramp room. Boomich and Simple, certainly capable of winning 5-on-2s, but do they have the resources right now to even get close? Simple knows he needs headshots, and he's certainly delivering on that front. Double kill on the cards here for Boomich. 1 HP to his name, surely doesn't get this kill. He had set Simple up though. HP is desperate for Mousesports here. 16 and 13, they have no kits here. Simple has vision of the bomb. He can swing out, he can take the first kill, no problem. As you can see, he's defusing, needs the damage, he finds it. Close the door now.
Doesn't have to, just tucks himself in the corner. They swap weapons
done.
and it's over.
He can. That's remarkable. That was a 5-on-2. Legit.
Again.
Boomich only gets one there, but the fact he did so much.
Electronic, oh, he's already in main and Karrigan's doing the flashbang dance. It's Flamey to start playing the tune. But Woxic is going to get pushed. He's still managing to thrive. And not another one, no. Simple stops that from happening, but Chris J from main, backing away, wants to draw Boomich into a delayed 1 versus 2. Not allow the initial trade. He presents his back. And Mousesports, they are back. Oh,
okay.
Simple.
All right then.
Okie dokie. That cost him $700.
No utility, 2 Glocks. Frozen. Oh, the timing is just agonizing, but he's recovering well. He finds himself 3 kills. It looked like he might have been done for there, but there it is. They'll be able to recover a rifle.
Rops knows it's a possibility. Handling it, looking for the double, and connects. We're going to round 30 all the way. Overtime, certainly a possibility at this point. He's got his back covered, and actually, Rops perhaps calling for help because Chris J's arrived on the scene. Perfectly timed, catches Zeus. 4 frags away from overtime, but Flamey's not going to give that one up. Neither will Rops. Only tags up 1 as I lose my breath. Woxic onto Flamey, though. Boomich got tagged as a pack.
No one towards ramp.
They're both holding the top side. It's going to come down to Angel. Simple's given 1 for free. Karrigan gone. That's info. They don't know where Boomich is yet, though. And Simple continuing to put on the threat. Frozen, he's undaunted. They have to find the second. They could line up. That's info. And Woxic's going to convert. Looks like it's overtime on the cards here. The players could be down there. Look at this from Rops, though. Navi, they're going to swing double. 1. And a second. Rops, he plucks Electronic from the air. That's a hard shot to hit. Makes it look easy, though. Woxic, perhaps the same for him. This time he's Molotov'd off, and he's still standing in the flames. Considerable damage done. Smoke now to lock them out from hell. I said he was the hero of regulation, but he's the hero of overtime. Certainly the first round. 4. Pennies start to matter. Peppered and fragged.
Well, there it is. 4 kills for
See if that's indicative of anything in particular. Flash will force Woxic out. He's gone. Wow, that's a big connection from Boomich. Big scout to take in a crucial moment of the game. You said 1 round's a big one coming into their CT side on this overtime, but Navi, they failed the first test. Now throw into a 3v3. Electronic extends their lead. Stay often lingering around main. Electronic is aware of it. And so now it's time to get your thinking caps on. 2 CTs remain. 3 members of Navi trying to work their way into the lower site. Boomich extends it again. He opened this round. He seems to intend to close it. Another fight with Karrigan, this time not rewarded.
It's looking very good for Navi. They know exactly where Karrigan is. He's in a compromised position. He only has a flashbang remaining. He's out towards the main entrance now. And not going to detect electronic on the other side.
Towards his location of smoke. They're going to have to try and check it. And oh, that was a freebie. Had a shot, this time between the legs. Can't get a single frag before Navi start to impose their will and do so in a big way. Woxic trying to find the equalizer from Secret. Zeus is doing so well, though, just to keep him there, keep him busy. Navi are so spread out across this map. There isn't a single player that can actually trade. 4 very different positions for them, but it's working. You've got so much to worry about if you're Mousesports right now.
Yeah, Woxic and Frozen.
Another one. They're everywhere.
They are. Oh my goodness, well, it's going to be Frozen. They can't do anything about that. He is taken down.
Can they, Chris? No, no one.
You saw him, Chris.
There it is. Chris J, I mean, they're sponsored by Snipes, right? He's like, I've seen them before. Seen them on the website. Nice work. Kerrigan gets another one, and they start to flood in. Look at that.
Oh, the passion. Woo. You can hear it now. Flame with the AWP. Not the ideal situation for him. They're going to tie things up. Not my personality, just my
I just
stats.
like it. Yeah, I just like the big brain.
Yeah.
I'm a sapiosexual. Anyway, cringe aside, Boomich has done some spectacular fragging, but this is a quick start to the round. 90 seconds and a 2v2. Welcome to the most intense 2v2. Frozen's going to be responsible for door and ramp. Chris. Oh, Electronic, he did a whole lot of damage. I don't know if Zeus can punish that, though. He's only had 7 frags, but finishing on 9 would have been the dream. Instead, the loser of this goes down to 2 losses. Last chance, Saloon. Zeus doesn't want to let it happen eventually. Finding Kerrigan. Nice work from Chris J as well. And it's a big response. It's a loud one. 2 heads roll. 3 frags away from Mousesports taking this one away.
Misses.
Simple's actually missed it. He's going to be given a second chance, but it's through the flames and another. That was a big way in, and now Frozen, he's going to continue to twist the knife. Just Flamey and Simple.
They know exactly where they are, Alex. They have no kids on the CT side of the 3-on-2. Molotov available for ops as well. Surely this is where Mousesports close things out.
Everything suggesting this is theirs. Every trick in the book, trying to draw fire, trying to get any info without having to invest and lay his life on the line. That's a huge connection. What? Woxic. Not going to like that one. Still, though, the round very much in Mousesports' grasp. Extended by Chris J. There is a smoke, no kit. And that's it. Chris J confirmed.